Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another tournament stream, one that I almost did yesterday already, and I had planned it for yesterday, but somehow the dates are wrong. I had planned the stream according to the information given on the initial uh, sheet. Like we had some spreadsheets with dates, and also I was looking into the description of the tournament, but turns out day 4 was postponed because there was day 3 part 2 that was previously not scheduled for whatever reason. So I was sitting here yesterday, just like I am right now, was having the stream set up, everything. I already started with a delay, and then 10 seconds before the actual stream went live, I noticed, wait, what the hell? I'm not having any games today. It was kind of good for me because I was not in the best state anyways. I was pretty tired yesterday. So yeah, I had a nice evening still. So today we are here now for the actual tournament. Still with a 3 minutes delay again, just so you are aware. Also, we will have a couple of giveaways today, more so than on the previous streams, because I forgot that I could actually give away some battle passes as well. I only handed out the fan containers, but actually I can hand out how many? I can hand out 2 battle passes per stream. That is 6 battle passes in total today. Also, the first games are about to start in about 5 minutes. I hereby got the room invite, and today we will see EXL, which is basically the old APA team, in case you are not aware. I would bet my money on them making it into the top 8 still. But of course, nothing is granted for sure. They didn't make it in the first 2 PYS. Also, let's actually check out the scoreboard real quick. Over here, this is on the website of Raw Gaming, World of Tanks Blitz. You can see the top echelon where those teams already qualified. So PPS is in the top 8, Elite is in the top 8, Aqua is in the top 8, B-Love is in the top 8. And there are another few names which are all quite new, actually. We've not seen them in previous tournaments, although I don't know about last season, because that one I was not streaming. I was not even watching much of the content apart from the finals, to be honest, because I was busy moving apart things. But yeah, we don't know. Liquid 133.7 is also a lead, basically. Lead alliance. They have 3 different clans. It's the same as this one up there. Yeah, they might also still make it, but there can also be other teams still getting into the top 8. Like the other lead, the 3rd lead, Taunt, CeeLo as well. I don't know, maybe the difference here might be a bit too large. But the first 3 definitely. We will only know for sure in the end. And also there might be teams getting disqualified because of account sharing or just simply having too many legionnaires, as they are called, people who are not playing on EU server, because teams may only have 2 who are living outside of Europe, or Africa is included in this EU server as well. Occasionally that also happens, that teams just don't get to make it then. Mostly because of account sharing issues and stuff, and rigging whatsoever. So, we will see EXL on next game. They're starting in just a couple of minutes. I'll be able to show you the room in a minute as well. Let's keep in mind, the 2 winning teams today, there are 2 groups, and the 2 winning teams will make it to the top 8 immediately. Like we have these 2 groups here. Might be a bit too small for you. CeeLo is in their lead. EXL, Taunt. You could see earlier Taunt and CeeLo. And yeah, for those it's quite important to still make it into the top 8 points-wise. So lead EXL might be a bit safer there, but they are not in for sure yet. Then on the other side also Liquid and the other lead. Unexpected, Hip-Hop. I think we have a good group here, because simply I have seen some of these teams already, and I know those are good ones. Okay, so what else is there to know? We can have some exciting games today, for sure. But yeah, I was talking about the tournament system a second ago. The 2 winning teams of each group 1 will make it to the top 8 immediately, and then another 2 teams will be picked based on the cups that they collected, the points which they get for every win, for every stage that they make in the qualifiers. So it looks pretty good for EXL, Liquid, UNX as well. But if any of the other teams win, that might get a lot closer for them. So 20 seconds until the games are starting. So let's just jump over, reset the score overlay real quick. We're seeing Winter Malinovka on the first game, and it is EXL versus CeeLo. We do have Adam in the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, the crucial role of the light being played by him, who's still rather new in the top level tournament scene, I would say. I mean, he has been playing in good teams for a while, but now he's also in EXL, formerly APA. And compared to some of those players here, I would say he's still one of the new ones. Like Rumpelstilzchen, Object 3, Playmaker, and Krim, Bobby Fischer, especially those guys. Then Jungelskog is also rather new on the top level tournaments. And on the other side, well, first of all, the lineup, lots of Kranwagens, 1 Felicia, 1 IHM. On the other side, we have a lot of Kranwagens, 116, 1 IHM. So very much the same lineup. Adam spotting sneakily around the center, finding the 116. Krim already taking a hit, getting tagged there. Also, oh my gosh! Playmaker just got deleted. Where was he? Where was he? I have not seen him. I think it was somewhere around there. Playmaker just got ammo-wrecked. There he is. That was an entire thing. And I remember watching the last stream, EXL had someone get full life ammo-wrecked over there. It was Uni, who's actually the caller and who's not here today. He was getting ammo-wrecked on the very first hit at the start of the game. And now this Playmaker, the Kranwagen, yeah, just not quite working out here for EXL. But it's not over yet, although the hit point difference is rather big. About 2k hit points more for CeeLo, and they have a cap advantage, of course, as well. But Adam is sneakily farming from the side. Nice shots into Astich. CeeLo is trying to get a bit more aggressive in the enemy spawn. Bobby Fischer might be in trouble as he's quite exposed on the Felicia right now, showing his back to a potential threat coming in with the double Kranwagen approaching. Also, Krim lost some hit points here. Hit point gap about 2k. And of course, one tank difference. Rumpelstilzchen moving to the corner. EXL is playing it safe for now. They are not really intending to make any moves, and also they cannot really move around all that much. They don't have the tanks available after all. CeeLo's nicely set up to stop a potential push. Still, EXL is trying to go for it. They want to break out of the pocket and get some map control, but Jungenskog just getting smacked on the cross, losing 2,146 hit points. There goes another shot into him, and he's down to a one-shot. Jungenskog absolutely suffering on this cross. Still, he is not out of the fight yet. And there come Object 3 in Rumpelstilzchen, putting out their clips into Ollivander, who might not survive this, but he is getting shielded very nicely by his teammate. On the other side also, CeeLo is not sleeping. They are also pushing in, half cleared Krim, and they are about to kill Bobby Fischer as well, who's on the Felicia that's not all that healthy anymore. He's still going to have another shot. 550 damage, quite a big roll, but it's not going to be enough to secure this win for EXL, because there is just no chance anymore in this 2 versus 6, 2 versus 5 now. Although both of those tanks are, no, they're not really healthy anymore. The RHM is down to 67 hit points, getting killed, and we are left with only Object 3, who is now putting out the last shot into whirling foliage before being blown up in flames. Unfortunate start for EXL again on this map. This is pain for them, honestly. This will hurt, but one game won't decide all that much after all. Yeah, Playmaker, maybe he got shot twice. Wait, no, it was not Amorek. Was not in Amorek actually. Or maybe it was some I didn't see. I just seen him pop up, being gone immediately. So it was 8 shots received in total. So he was just out immediately. Everyone was prepared for him to get there. Unfortunate. Maybe a bit of a weakness of the strategy. We don't know for sure. CeeLo did a great job shooting that position down. So that was not just bad luck, but CeeLo also just putting the work in and the shots in after all. Okay, that is a 1-0 now for CeeLo. As I'm just saying the name, I have to check CeeLo. It's a Russian clan. I have no idea what that name means. Also, hi to everyone. Good to see you here on the chat. So I can see the names. I can see Fanolai Gernot. I can see Sneer. Thank you. I'm glad to be back as well. It's a lot of fun to be streaming again. There is BU, Benjamin, Fanolate. I already seen your name, right? Yes. Napoleon, Netforce, Man from Joe, and everyone. Turn off commercials. Yeah, I might actually do so after this game. Oops. Okay. Okay. EXL versus CeeLo game number 2. Winter Malinovka rematch. And the setup is basically the same. Yeah, it is exactly the same on either side. Adam this time not spotting the high ground over there, but going down, spotting in the bush for a second, then dropping into A, but there are Kranwagens coming. Adam still deciding to stay as he has backup. Oh, is this too risky maybe? He's getting the cap. He can circle around a little hill, but if he gets pushed onto, he is going to suffer a lot. Although those two Krans would also suffer and likely get killed. First shots into the EXL guys. CeeLo doing good trades here, not losing any hit points yet. But EXL has a lot more tanks over there. They could kill 2 Kranwagens without necessarily losing anyone. So CeeLo has to do something, and they are attempting to go for the Felicia. But that is not looking good here for another who lost a lot of hit points. Bobby Fischer still a lot healthier. There comes Astich to support. Bobby Fischer on a reserve shell. Also, there's the IHM farming from the side. The 116 is down, so is the Kranwagen though, and now the Felicia is left alone against 2. On the other side, also CeeLo moved up. Both teams lost a tank, but the fight on A is only just starting. EXL with a push here, speed boost being pulled off. Playmaker going forward, they're still hiding behind the rock. They aren't doing all that well here in this push. Look at them losing hit points. But now they are getting to fight. The hesitation might not have backfired all that much. They get the first kill. Object 3 has to hide. Playmaker also being down to 1 shot. And there goes Brain taking him out. Guns even still. Object 3 down to 1 shot, taking out 1. Brain will kill him though, most likely. Does he get shot in? Yes, he does. 3 guns are down on either side. Rumpelstilzchen having good shots into Ollivander. Ollivander also low on hit points. But overall, the hit points are fairly close to another. 5.7 for EXL, 4.5 now for CeeLo. Ollivander goes down. Gun advantage to EXL. And surprisingly, the Felicia is still alive. And still putting out big shots into Astich. It was not possible for CeeLo to take out that first enemy they pushed onto. And that is a problem. Adam having more hit points than the opponent RHM. And there is no reactive armor in play, so that's an easy kill for Adam. And that looks like a win for EXL, although Astich still picks up the kill of the Felicia. Now he's the last one standing with merely 217 hit points. Adam still takes that cap before moving in. Having the speed boost. He can't go for the kill. Surprise push from the side. Good job by both of these teams. EXL was playing with a bit more patience on this game and just supported the allies in the city better. the Felicia surviving magically for an insanely long time. That looks pretty solid here. Jungle Cock was not doing too well on this game, neither Playmaker. They both got less damage than the least damage on Silo's side. Still, it was enough for this win. So 1-1 in a best of 5 situation. Also, I want to just do something real quick. Nah. That was the wrong one. Netforce was asking about the ads, whether I could turn them off. I get that especially on tournament streams. That's quite annoying. Now the question is whether I can actually turn them off. Yes, I can. If you still get ads after this, please let me know, because then I can turn them back on again. Well, now I just turned off the monetization, so I'm not getting anything, basically. Hi Tyrannus. And hi everyone else as well. I see 50 people watching live right now. Enjoy the games. Also, be aware there will still be giveaway for battle passes today and fan containers. I'm going to start those after these games. On to New Bay. And now, with a lot of Kranwagens again, one Felice, no light tank on side of EXL. On the other hand, we do have basically the same, no light tank, just Kranwagens, a 116 F3. First HE damage into Ollivander, 120 damage, 65 being returned, another 100 into Ollivander. That's already half a shot. Silo setting themselves up rather passively around here. Now moving forwards a little bit. Both teams got a cap in the city with a slight advantage for EXL, but that might change very quickly, so I don't think this will be all that relevant in the later stage. And them having the advantage of the park area, this spawn just being set up a little bit better than the other one, where there is no cover whatsoever over here around the B cap. So you can play a lot more aggressively with your tanks in this city, although that is usually being avoided, as people tend to go for the bridges, take the high ground, fight for the medium side here. At least in the later stage of the game. In tournaments, things are often a bit slower, and people will often start around the middle to have the crossfire available and not give up any tanks for grabs for the opponents that might push in somewhere. Some trades here and there. And now we do see a speed boost on Drama Queen. Relocation has been spotted. That is crucial. Adam got the spot in on Drama Queen. He's using a speed boost to get over to A. Meanwhile, Whirling Foliage is in that A cap down there. This gives an advantage to EXL. They have some information that they can use to take the high ground and potentially pressure Ollivander. Nope, they are not doing so yet. They are hesitant about going in. Put on nice shots into Whirling Foliage. So there's another one. 1.7k. And this clan is basically out of the fight. Snaggle weak. trying to give back up, but Rolling Foliage is trapped in the front. He could easily get pushed out. Smart move by Object 3 to get to the side as A was getting capped. Quickly punishing the move. They don't have the caps, but still EXL can go for A now without CeeLo really having a chance of repushing. But Brain's actually going forwards. He does have the hit points. Object 3 does not. Object is down 2 shots. And Brain is going for the push. This will be a 1v1 that CeeLo is going to win. Although Brain gets crossfired from the side with a big shot there. Still, he should have an advantage. Brain emptying the full clip and falling back. Object 3, 965 hit points. Brain, 869. So 3 shots needed for both of those guys. Maybe just 2 shots for Brain if there are some high rolls involved. But mainly the push is going on the other side. Another being pushed onto by Bobby Fischer and Rumpelstilzchen. Getting killed really quickly. Both teams are down 1 tank so far. There goes another one. Brain gets killed. Rumpelstilzchen now comes into the fight, going for Drama Queen. Having another shot, getting the kill, immediately trying to hide, but getting tracked, rotating, standing in the open. Luckily for him, Rolling Foliage doesn't have any more shots in his clip, so Rumpelstilzchen is safe. And he can escape and help Adam with a push onto Astich. And look at that. Suddenly CeeLo is only having 2 tanks left with 1.5k hit points versus 6.4k. Astich getting killed. Ollivander also getting killed right there. And I could just see some frame drops. So apparently there have been some lags. I hope you didn't miss too much. 200 frame drops, so that's a few seconds actually, but it should be fine again by now. EXL with the patience again, not doing any mistakes. And that is another win for EXL. CeeLo being 1 point behind. Let's adjust the score. I see Raman is also here. Welcome. Also, then Bearfuras, then we have Fusilia here and Darkman as well. Good evening, guys. Yeah, Grand Meta is being commented on. It's reminding me a little bit of other auto-reloader or auto-loader metas. It's quite tricky because one guy misplaying, one guy getting slightly too aggressive is getting punished so badly that no one can really dare to make moves, basically. And this is a bit of a problem of this meta. So everyone's forced to be a bit more passive, and then the moves come, and one little missile, one track shot can totally decide over the outcome of the game, as tanks just blow up so easily. And at the same time, they don't blow up easily in the early stage of the game, because the Grand turret is insane, hull down. So this is a weird combination there. Also, this is quite hard to comment on then, when you can suddenly have... You don't see like the reloads, they don't really matter commenting on that much as on other seasons, because here you suddenly have someone having 3 shots again, emptying the clip, and someone is out of the fight, basically. That's just happening very quickly occasionally. One mistake may have a huge impact. EXL seems to like that setup with the 1 Felicia, Kranwagens, although they have 2 Felicias right now, so some extra hit points. But also CeeLo is rocking a mouse. even more hit points for them. The mouse going for the regular position in the middle of the map, trying to pressure over here. EXL surprisingly playing for the city with almost everyone. Bit of an advantage for EXL on the bridges for holding passively. But also, actually Silo is also very well set up with the Kran to the side who can crossfire. This is an amazing position. The problem though is if Drama Queen gets pushed onto from behind, there is nowhere to hide. Drama Queen would have to take this long route around the corner or up the hill and would most likely be dead by then. And I think EXL knows about this. Sooner or later they might go for this move. There's only the mouse supporting Drama Queen's rear. That might not hurt all that much, although Whirling Foliage is also there. Ollivander, another, could also shoot into the middle. But if this is done in a smart way, EXL would go through, kill Drama Queen without getting shot by too many tanks from the side here. Looking alright for Silo so far. They have a slight hit point. No, they don't have any hit point lead, but they do have a cap lead. EXL is not under pressure either. Relocation by Krim in the rear. He is moving over into the city. Let's see what he's going to do there. Is there a push planned onto the C cap potentially? It could be the case. If all those tanks who are currently hiding and avoiding to get shot, once they moved into C, if they manage to cross over here, speed boost across the road, they could kill another, they could kill, not necessarily kill, but they could stop base C and after that go find Ollivander as well. They would lose some tanks on the other side, but they wouldn't really lose a cap over there that easily, because A is a no man's land at the moment. No one can get down there. If anyone went down onto A... Oh, double-sided push. Object 3 and Jungstock both going forwards. They are shooting Drama Queen indeed. But Drama Queen isn't really targeted. The push is mainly onto another and the C-cap. Another doing a good job of retreating into cover. Can get shot from the side, still cannot absolutely hide there, but he has a lot of backup in case there was a push forwards. But Krim and Bobby Fischer seem to be alright. They can go for base C. Bobby putting out some HE. Another going hull down behind that wall. Goes down. Base C has also been capped. Dschungelskog has also died on side of EXL. And Bobby Fischer still is a one-shot, but 2 caps against none. This is huge for EXL. But then comes the mouse now. Moving into the middle. Going for shots into Playmaker. Big one. With a fire as well. Playmaker down to 1 shot. Getting blocked. The mouse does not allow him to get away anymore. And there goes Playmaker. 3 kills for EXL, while the team of EXL only managed to get 1 kill. Also, 3 kills for Silo. And EXL pushed far away from the caps with this move. They wanted to get the kills, fair enough, but they are not where the caps are anymore. They can still support Bobby Fischer a little bit to some degree, but base C can get stopped. Base B can get stopped. And the hit point difference is also quite something. 6.8k for CeeLo versus 4k for EXL. And the only ones that they could push on to are some very healthy tanks here. Trim and Rumpelstilzchen going forwards for Snaggle Week, putting out their clips. But the push also comes into their rear already. Rolling Foliage, going in, killing one, puts down Crim to a one-shot. Rolling Foliage will also most likely not survive this, but both EXL guys are down to one shots right now. So Adam being the last one. And there he goes as well. And I just realized that in-game the scores are on the wrong side. Apologies for that. That often happens when spectating, that because in-game the scores are never on the same side as in the garage or training room, tournament room basically. Because it depends on how many people are spectating and on which team I am spectating. So this can be confusing indeed. Now that's fixed. Ah, at the wrong position. Okay, that should do. I don't know what it was unlocked. Whatever. So, this game went to CeeLo. So this is the 2-2. And we are switching maps to Port Bay, which is going to be the tiebreaker. Both teams playing some light tanks now. Oh, this might be a bit faster than the previous ones. Hopefully it is actually, because those ones were really slow. Bobby Fischer and Rumpelstilzchen both going for the light. Not Adam this time. On the other side, we've got the Whirling Foliage and Brain on the lights. Apart from that, Kranwagens for CeeLo only. Then EXL is picking some Concept 1B, some Felicia as well. Only 3 of the Krans. Only. Still quite a lot, but that's fine. I can just see Hans Wurst Double I saying stream quality is down. Please refresh YouTube. I'll just write that into the chat. Okay. Alright, let's go up. Both teams seemingly playing for the medium side, which is unsurprising concerning the lineup that they are having. With the light tanks, they will want to get into the corner ASAP. But not both teams are doing so. Also, I think the one spawn has a bit of an easier time moving into the corner. And look at that. Whirling Foliage taking more and more hits. That is not ideal. He was there to spot that cross, but he just overexposed as hell. That was completely unnecessary. But alright, he's still in the game. Still spotted because of the tracer shells until now. But that is a great start for EXL, great advantage to them. They shot down one of the most important tanks, namely the light tank, and they got a cap for free. And Bobby trying to spot a little bit the enemy spawn. Not really expecting anyone there, but there could of course still be some bait, someone holding. That is really not that unlikely, and Bobby is slowly, carefully approaching that. Not spotting up Oliver Nana, was close. On the other side, there is a move into the spawn of AXL as well. Drama Queen moved up and did find a bunch of tanks, and that was not that healthy for him nor Brain. Both lost hit points. Both have to reconsider their options. Go elsewhere. Brain on the rotation. While the majority of CeeLo is in the back, sitting here and waiting for a move. Bobby Fischer shooting. Who was he shooting? He was going for some blind shot or shooting someone spotted there. But Bobby did not get spotted. Bobby is rotating out as that move was also spotted. It looks like EXL is just 10 steps ahead. Bobby rotating out, being absolutely safe. At the same time, EXL is going for a counter push into Drama Queen. They have the cap lead, still they want the kills. Drama Queen is exposed and isolated. Can get picked up by the Felicia. And the teammate to the side, Jungle Cock there. And that is the first kill for EXL. They can also steal the A-cap now. But actually, they left some tanks in the rear. Bobby still in the corner, still having crossfire. And as Ollivander is trying to push him, he is absolutely getting farmed there. Ollivander down to a one-shot, potentially, maybe two shots. The Kranwagen and RHM up there on the plateau farming. Ollivander now one shot. Bobby getting pushed onto by the double lights. Bobby won't survive this, that's for sure. But he is also not going down for nothing. It cost a lot of hit points for CeeLo to get him. Both teams down a tank, but now there goes the clan as well. Both teams actually down 2 tanks by now. Light tank still getting killed. And EXL up a tank, up in terms of hit points. Just taking the 3rd cap with Felicia played by Playmaker. Actually not going for the cap anymore because they already have 900 points. And it is much more about just getting one single kill and the game is won. But CeeLo still trying their best to somehow push forward, kill Adam. And by that, actually, they are still not out yet, but 990 points. Astich getting killed, Jungle Scott getting killed. 2 tanks of CeeLo remaining, but this fight was clearly in favor of EXL. And that means that EXL will be in the upper bracket. I'm going to be streaming the lower bracket right after. That is CeeLo versus Leech. I still want to show the result of last game. Ollivander, not having a good time there. Oh, that was the wrong scene actually. Ollivander only a one little shot of 300 damage. And look at that, the lowest damage on EXL side, 2k still, and 2 kills. Looking pretty good for them. Was really safely played out, that was really good. CeeLo struggled to get after those opponents there. Man from Joe saying, I don't know why EXL change players every season. Mostly not. Mostly the team is the same with, well, no, they swapped out quite a few players indeed. Juni is still on the EXL team, but apparently he isn't there today. He's actually the caller. Then there's Playmaker Object 3, Bobby Fischer and Krim, who have been playing with the EXL/API team for multiple seasons already. New are Adam, Rumpelstilzchen, Dschungelscock, I think. They are, I don't know for how long they have been playing with them exactly, maybe 1 or 2 seasons now. before that, APA was also not performing that well anymore. And that's usually how it is in professional teams. Doesn't matter whether it's Blitz or any other. If a team is not performing, there will have to be some changes. And even if that means kicking out some players who have been around for a while, if someone's just not performing anymore, then there need to be a reconsideration of whether that person is still meant to be on the team. After all, this is not just a friendly team on this level. I mean, surely many teams are also making, many players on these top teams are still making friends. But in the end, it's a professional team that is trying their absolute best to win. And that requires a lot of commitment. That requires you to train 3, 4, 5 times a week to prepare for a season. That requires everyone to be in top shape in Blitz. And not everyone has the time available. Alright. Next game is about to start in 2 minutes. And I want to turn off the singing in the background, actually. Because I did select instrumental only. Oh no, the selection didn't work. I am just using a new music service for streaming as of just 1 or 2 weeks ago, and I am not totally familiar with this. I still need to create playlists. Okay, so let's do this selection. Maybe that's better. Okay, 38 seconds until game 1 is starting. I can already reset the score. And we have Kranwagens. Hey, who would have thought? Zelo versus lead. I don't know which lead it is, honestly, right now. I have streamed lead already, but there are 3 lead teams in this season, so yeah, I think I'm excused for mixing up the names. I might have seen those already. Not sure. Bobby Fischer is not Wano, it is Irrealism. Ah, okay. Thank you for adding that. I didn't know. Okay. Now, on Naval Frontier, a bunch of Grants, 1 RHM spot in the center, and he's going to get a lot of spots. Potentially also getting him some shot, yes, into Deviat. Has to fall back to not get shot in return. Whirling Foliage remaining unspotted, nicely done. But for Dane, pressuring the center immediately. Also being spotted as he does so. So Whirling Foliage can escape into safety. This allows Apple to go for base B. The 116 F3 being a bit more durable in terms of hull armor. That's why those were picked here. Astridge now immediately getting pressured by Fordain, although there is Brain to the side. But there will be more backup, as lead is pressuring or pushing the A side. They have gotten base B, they have gotten base A, or soon they will. Lost 1 tank for killing 1. Killing 2 in the end. But this looks good for lead. They have 2 caps. They have 2 kills, almost. But also they have some exposed tanks like Apple. Apple is getting pressured by another and also Sirius. Also, there is Brain to the side, who might also still have shots. Apple trying to shoot this Kranwagen while his teammate goes for the other one. So this is not really ideal. Apple is going to go down there, that's for sure. Both teams down, 2 tanks. Hit points looking to be slightly in favor of the lead team. But there goes another one. Rolling Foliage, picking up performance. Gun advantage to the red guys, CeeLo. But this might change fairly quickly because there isn't a one-shot for them. There are 2 one-shots now. With Sirius going down. Snegovic down to 1-shot as well. 4 versus 3 right now. But the lead is continuing their push into Brain. PayPal getting that kill. 3 versus 3. Twice the amount of hit points for the lead team. And a lot more caps available as well. Yeah, we are now pulling off the speed boost. Chasing the light. Might have him in a clip. Unless the reactive armor is being pulled off, then it might not be possible. But the light can also not get the Kranwagen. Nice kill there. The light tank is just abandoning this flank and going on over the other side. But there is a kill already. The light arriving too late. So it's not possible to push out those tanks anymore. Lead with a very solid performance. The push through the center, the double cap, the kill of the A side was really executed very, very well. So lead having 1 win. Let's see if the score is on the right side. Yes. And the game number 2 is about to start in about a minute. We will have Kranwagens again. 116 F3 only. 1 light tank on either side. So not really all that much of a surprise on the lineups as on most of these games here. On last one there were some more 116s and also concept. And this time it will be very basic meta lineup. That seems to be about it at the moment. Especially what the lead is doing. 116 and then Kranwagens, 1 light. Just that EXL is going for the Felice instead. The reason usually is that teams want to have some kind of anchor point. 1 tank that is capable of pushing into the open. Sometimes it might be a mouse. Sometimes it might be type 5. A 116 F3 Felice. Those tanks can hold well, they can side scrape, that kind of stuff. If they move out into the open or if they get pushed onto, those get some ricochets in nonetheless. But the Kranwagens are just the better tanks for the pushes and for fighting hull down fights. So usually we have those pushing / farming tanks, the anchor, and then 1 light tank for the spots and caps. Performance, spotting the medium size, getting straight into the C cap, despite Snegovic being spotted and moving up there. Performance, still going for it. Yes, he dares to stay, as he does have backup to the top. Apple and Aggregate. Also Deviat is there now. So there's a very quick cap of base C. Performance rotating out there again. Getting back into spawn and making his way towards base A to support Fordane. Fordane might be a bit aggressive actually. Getting up to the corner, as he's quite alone. And he's already getting punished and farmed down. As Stitch, having a full clip, and Fordain falls back into the shots of whirling foliage. And another. That was basically a free kill. Overcommitment by this one tank on lead side. Not really much of a reason for him to go in. In the end, they did have the cap bleed, and there wasn't really much backup for him. Would have been better if he stayed back, just try to decap base A. Also, David is quite aggressive over here. Overestimating his chances potentially. Nope, there is also a push on the bridges. But that is getting farmed. That is absolutely getting farmed and killed. That's the second kill for CeeLo. And they are about to get the third as well. Lead also having aggregate down on hit points on top of the bridge. Sirius will have the kill of David. No, that's a bounce off of the side of the turret there from behind. Still, Sirius is down. Aggregate will get killed very, very soon as well. Not Sirius is down, David is down. Sirius get the kill. Aggregate will get killed next. Dub is down. Meanwhile, Performance and PayPal went over towards base A. They did take the second cap, but they are now 2 against 6. Performance holding position, farming a bit of damage. Maypaul reloading his clip. Yeah, there is not any chance for them to win this. This game was not that ideal. That was too aggressive on lead side. They had such a good start. Okay, I have to plug in my mouse real quick, so I don't run out of battery on stream. Good. I don't know, this was too much for them. They should not have pushed in that much. This move on to base A seemed completely unnecessary and uncoordinated. And then the move on to the other side, that was better, but was not really having much of a chance. Also, they ended up pushing in with just 3 tanks, while still 2 more were behind. So I think this was avoidable. There was some miscommunications. And hopefully Lead will do better on the next game, but that can absolutely be excused. There was a bit desperate the way they wanted to push in. Also probably they've seen, okay, we just lost 1 tank basically for free, so we have to do something on the other side and make sure we are winning at least something. But CeeLo was prepared. So, we are switching maps once more to Hellas. Again, best of 5, so 3 wins are needed. 1-1 right now, and every option is available. And setups, of course, being Kranwagens. 1 Concept 1B on lead side, no light tank whatsoever over there. On CeeLo side, we have 1 light tank and a Felicia, so a bit more mobility. Let's see whether the light tank can actually be used to a good degree or whether it is going to be a weak spot for CeeLo. Might turn out either way. Let's actually stick to him. For the moment, go up. He is getting the spots in. And failing the first shot. That's the RHM gun being quite unreliable at times. Lead is playing for the heavy side with their full lineup. Everyone going in for A, B. They have managed to take base A and are failing to take base B. CeeLo doing a good job at punishing them. Lead got farmed quite a bit already. Despite the heavier lineup, they are down in terms of hit points. Base C could still get capped. And CeeLo has much better positions already for farming down the opponents. They could still drop into base B or even A. Now look at the crossfire that is going to be there in a moment. Sirius on the Kranwagen moving up together with whirling foliage. Although Sirius is staying in position. They don't know for sure whether Lead was maybe getting back, but Lead's all down there. They have a slight advantage in terms of cap points, but they are on a very small part of the map, not even having control of their own spawn. And I can already tell you that chances are slim for Lead now. They think they are hull down, but at the same time, anyone moving up here, they don't have to shoot the ones in front. They can shoot the back of those tanks in the rear. And vice versa. And soon that might happen, although currently no one is really moving up here. They are rather just moving to the side. Lead is attempting to secure the A cap. But look at that. Fordain now getting shot into the back by Brain. Cannot play hull down at all. Apple getting shot into the side as he puts out one. Puts out two. Takes two in return. Whirling foliage moving up aggressively. And also, Lead is pushing out over here. Lead got a kill of the Felicia, but they also lost 2, 3, 4 tanks by now. Lead getting farmed. CeeLo there with twice the amount of hit points already. And CeeLo is looking strong. 6 tanks still on the field for CeeLo. The shield is working out nicely. Drama Queen keeping Brain alive while killing the opponent. Performance still the only tank with hit points and the last one standing anyways on Lead side. Performance on the reload as well, trying to face hack and do all that he can, but there he goes as well. Lead not really having a good setup on this game, I've got to say. And CeeLo was just dancing all the way around them, having the crossfire from every angle. The light tank was also a bit of an advantage early on, and it was a problem for Lead that they also didn't restrict the movement of the light in any way. Theoretically they had more armor, more hit points, but they did not put it up front against other weaker enemies. I mean, not in every way possible. Hellas number 2. Official Shade asking questions around streaming. Well, I can not really talk you through the whole streaming setup right now. I don't really know what you're interested in. And I think this isn't all that interesting to most of the viewers, so maybe ask me on Discord what exactly you want to know. Or after the tournament games are over, which will still be about an hour or so. Then I'm also going to cut off the delay and play some random games still. Okay. 2-1 for CeeLo. Our lead. Not really convincing on the last games. I can also say I have played the same strategy when I was playing tournaments. We tried it in the same form, going down into the ditches, and it was never working out. We tried to experiment with other options of doing so, and was always needed to hold the spawn in some way. Otherwise you have zero map control and you just get farmed if you're stuck down there. It is no fun to play the strategy. Early shot towards performance. Lead having a light tank again. And they are seemingly getting the cap lead. Lead is under lots of pressure. They are in the lower bracket. And also they are on the match point, or it's a match point for CeeLo. So only one more win needed for CeeLo and lead would be done for today. A has been capped. CeeLo on a cap disadvantage. They might do a move on to base B, which is currently not really being covered by many tanks. Performance is somewhat there. Deviat with the Felicia to the side. Nope, not much movement going on. On the other side, Lead has a clear advantage with 3 Kranwagen tanks in that corner, facing merely 1. Snaggle we can easily get pushed onto. And CeeLo would really have to make sure that they were getting an advantage in a different way if they were to lose as 1 tank. Felicia losing some HP over there, so did Sirius. There's a bit of movement. Lead getting more and more aggressive. And there comes a push onto Snegglewig, who is going to fall back behind this rock. Trying to at least, as he's getting tracked. Getting tracked again, it seems. He cannot really hide. Oh, yeah, that's the 3rd track. And he will be down in no time. There he goes. Not much backup to him at all. CeeLo is just more interested in getting base B, killing the Felicia, getting the enemy spawn. Because like that, they will have 2 caps against none. Deviat still holding on to 9 hit points. The irony is Deviat also means number 9, I believe. 1 tank down on either side. The 2nd cap is being taken for CeeLo. It is a 116 who is a 1-shot, but still he's in the game and can take a base while the other ones are fighting. Another also down to 1 shot, but having a full clip soon. Brain might get aggregate. Oh, nice job there. Still, he lost some hit points as well. That's a max roll by Dub. Brain getting perma-tracked as well. CeeLo on 5.2k hit points versus 6.2k. 4 versus 5. Still, they have the caps. Also, they have light tank. Although, do both teams have a light tank still? Yes, but for performance is pretty low on hit points. Whirling Foliage out of the fight over there cannot really get him. The main push is going on over here. In Drama Queen, Astich are low on HP. Drama Queen fighting the last shot. Astich now on the long reload. He might still get something done. He's still not dead yet, although he will die soon. AB still in the hands of CeeLo. Oh, there's a light tank. Oh, the light tank just ran into PayPal and got killed. And that also means that with the kill of Astich, that is a win for Lead. I thought actually that the light might be able to run away and maybe do something together with his other teammates. Maybe they could have pushed on to C, taking that cap as well, and gotten some kills and won on points. But they decided against it, decided to hold the other side or help on the other side. That was already lost, basically. They were too late to support their mates, too far away. But I think Lead deserved this win for sure. So 2-2, and we're getting a tiebreaker on the lower bracket. All right, 1 minute left to go for the tiebreaker. Then we see Mollendijk with a lineup of a bunch of clans. IHM 116 F3 for CeeLo, Lead with a double concept 1B and an IHM. Still 2-2. Although I've got to say, 2 games on Lead side were really questionable, where I thought, okay, CeeLo is just going to steamroll them now. But apparently they just had a bad time. Maybe someone moved into the wrong position that they were not intended to be in. I don't know what exactly happened there. We cannot quite judge it from above at all times. It seems like they have a solid chance against CeeLo still, and might stay in here. I don't know if that actually depends, or if it decides on whether they are getting into the top 16 or top 8 potentially. I don't support any of those teams making it into the top 8, but it's not exactly impossible. I don't know how they have performed otherwise and which place they are on right now. Okay, let's go. Good luck to both of these teams. Now the losing team will drop out of today's tournament. And by that, they will know about the points that they collect. And it only depends on how many points their opponents get. Light tanks spotting each other in the middle, both shooting one another. Much better role for Whirling Foliage. And they are again trying to trade performance, losing more and more hit points here. They should stop doing so. I was trying to get some more information in. And a lot more tanks have been spotted over here. All 7 tanks are moving in, while CeeLo has a lot unspotted. The Concept 1Bs getting aggressive and losing a lot of hit points. But Sirius also is down on HP. Can get killed fairly soon. Oh, this is a massive brawl over here. Performance is out. A light tank has been killed already. Whirling Foliage just moving in there. And Lead versus CeeLo in the heavy fight over here currently. It is an advantage to... No. I cannot even call the advantage, really. Lead is having more hit points, but just by a small margin. Might be just about 1 reload. Aggregate, lone hit points, down to 1 shot, getting killed. Then there's Drama Queen getting picked up as well. 3 versus 4. Brain having shots available, tracking the opponent, falling back with a speed boost as well. Brain is low on hit points, can still fall back into safety potentially, though. Down to one shot he is by now. Paintball getting tracked, and there's a miss. Brain almost had him. And that means Brain is going down. Whirling Foliage getting pushed by the concept. Snagger going in. 2 versus 3. CeeLo 1 tank ahead. Hit points also ahead. What's happening in this 1v1? This isn't really that great for Dub. He is lower on hit points and fighting a full life tank. In the best case, he would go for the others. If there was some way of getting the light, saving his teammate, nope. That's it for lead. Dub still trying to support, but not having any shots in order to kill those tanks. And that left him in a 1 versus 3. That's it for lead. Lead is hereby out for this evening. I don't know about the final result yet. It also depends on other teams still. CeeLo is moving to the lower bracket finals by that. It will start quite soon, I reckon. I don't know which game is the next one that I'm personally streaming. Because now there will be... Wait, we stream the upper bracket? No. Lower bracket only. I have to look things up online. Give me a second, please. So let's refresh the page. No. So we have seen EXL versus CeeLo. EXL is now playing in the upper bracket against Taunt, who steamrolled Lead. And Lead just got defeated by CeeLo. Now CeeLo is playing. CeeLo will be playing the losing team of Taunt versus EXL. So I guess that this will be the next game that we see. Upper bracket finals. Losing team will drop down, and then we get this game right after, and then we get the grand finals after. So EXL, when are you playing? Let's check this out in-game. This is... time is incorrect. Wait, 7:50? Huh? I don't know which time zone that is. Wait, today they started at 7, so that was 8. So at 8:50, their games already started then. That was 20 minutes ago. Can that be the case? So we're getting the lower bracket finals. Can't be that we would only see this in 40 minutes. Nah. They are playing already. So that means we have a bit of a break now. And that also means giveaway time. Guys, we still have a giveaway for today. So let's jump over to Discord, because usually I'm doing the giveaways on the Discord server, making things easier. because then people cannot enter multiple times and stuff. If you're not on Discord yet, please just check out a link in the messages pinned above or in the chat. The bot is also repeatedly posting the Discord server. On Discord, there is a giveaways channel on top. I am going to start 2 giveaways. Or let's start with 1 giveaway first. Let's use this one. Giveaways. How many winners are we going for on the first one? We will have battle passes. We will have fan containers. Let's start with 3 battle passes first. Duration 30 minutes. Good. All you have to do is press enter. And I am just going to play some random games, although they won't take too long. But so far I don't have any games yet. Wait a second, let me see. Yeah, okay, yep. No other times available yet. May or June battle pass? I think you can choose. Yeah, you can choose. I can just mention the name, the giveaways. Wait, I can mention the date then, the month when I hand out the battle passes or hand over the names to Wargaming. Gosh, cannot talk anymore. Guess I also need a bit of a break. Of course, now I cannot connect my tablet to the PC. Still having some issues with the new tablet and the connection to the PC. But I hope that is fixed soon because I have an idea how to make it better. That hopefully also means that there will be games sound more reliably. Because there's a built-in function to transmit the screen via Miracast. And that only works when you have Wi-Fi on your PC. So I had to buy a Wi-Fi stick. I never thought I would need one. So let's go play. By the way, what the hell is the music in the background? I really need to do some playlists. How fitting that we are getting Hellas now, after we've just seen that. What I always like doing here is to start in a position like this. Passively pre-aim. That's not good. Oh my gosh, I just bounced off the 100. Leo is dead. That's not all that surprising. Very nice. By the way, to those guys who just missed it, just one more time. There is a Battle Pass giveaway happening on the Discord server. If you want your chance to win one, please join over to Discord. Link is in the chat. Oh. Check out the giveaways channel and just simply press enter. That's all you need to do. Okay, 100 is down. I can avoid him. And I wanna... Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Now I cannot kill him. Nah, that's unfortunate. Thank you. He just shot. Okay, so the other ones are dead, and Murat is also reloading, so I will still have another clip here, it seems. Okay, nice. Hi Depeche Mode, hi Mikkel. Okay, I don't have any room invite yet. I don't see the teams here. Probably I should check some of the EXL guys occasionally to see when their games are done. What do I think about Reforged tests? Oh, well, so far I'm not really that happy because I'm still having some crucial bugs. For me, the fire button is not working reliably. And also, the buttons are all super small. Guess it is right now. I'm not really able to play well. Well, okay, that's unexpected. Let's reload. I cannot stay here. We are losing the left. So we should absolutely try to win the right. Good. I can still have some shots here. Okay. I think I need to continue capping bases. Or clip someone over here real quick. Come on, no RNG mess up now. Okay, good. Still, this isn't looking all too good. Some tractions would really help now, yes. Maybe that keeps my teammates alive. Yeah, okay, that was unnecessary. That was unnecessary here. Nah. I just had a stupid idea by going through the middle and trying to put out some shots into the mediums. I had a great team as well, but I thought I was just going to run through the mid, put out a couple of shots into the mediums, disappear behind the houses, and then I have some teammates, not teammates, and I have the option to go for A potentially. I'll just run away while they take bases. But nope. They were smart enough to get me. Yeah, performance also wasn't that ideal on Reforged for some people still. I don't know. For me, that was alright. So I cannot really complain about that. But I also have a pretty good device. Still no 120 FPS. And as I play on really low graphics. Okay, guys. And now I will be streaming CeeLo and EXL again. Oh, that means that EXL just got ditched into the lower bracket. CeeLo, we have just seen. EXL we have seen earlier already. Clanwagen Felice. The usual lineup. No light tanks for EXL. On side of CeeLo we do have double 116 F3, an IHM and a Khan and a WZ1-1. Interesting setup. First shot into another. Drama Queen moving up a little bit, but is not really willing to trade with the Felice. Still, there's some good map control for CeeLo so far. They also have the Kranwagen up here. EXL is playing a lot more carefully. Blind shots towards the WZ1-1. Also Snego taking one on top. Drama Queen took a shot as well. Better trades for EXL so far. Whirling Foliage spotting over here. I mean, there is not really a big difference in terms of map control. So, but now CeeLo is getting pushed onto by the triple Krans. Now 4 Krans going for C. Snego also found in the open, being tracked and goes down immediately. Brain trying to escape. Dodging the bullet. Can still run away. Also, Drama Queen is getting pushed onto, being in the middle. Not really having a way out all too soon. Ollivander coming to shield, but I don't think this is all that helpful. Ollivander also getting tracked. Ollivander losing more and more hit points. There comes a push. No tanks being reloaded though. Ollivander down to just 589 before getting pushed onto by Bobby Fischer and Object 3. They can pick him up as well. EXL with a passive start and now steamrolling the opponents. 3 tanks remain on side of Silo only. Brain still having some big shot onto Bobby Fischer, but that won't change much. A bounce off of the cupola, ricochet. There he goes as well. Adam picking him up from the side. This leaves us with only Astich, who is currently fighting Krim in a 1v1, getting out-traded here. The track shots are really accurate for EXL. Astich still putting out 1, and that's 9,151 hit points on EXL's team still. 6 tanks still alive. Great game for EXL. Nothing too fancy was needed. Just waiting it out at the start without giving any easy kills to the opponents and then moving in super aggressively with a speed boost. Snego did not enjoy this. Perma-tracked and killed in no time. (1-0) for EXL with that game, and we are seeing the rematch on Lagoon. Bit tricky for EXL that they might also drop out. Just saying it that way because EXL, without any doubt, is one of the contenders for the higher levels and the top places in the tournament. They have won multiple seasons after all already. Today they were not in top form in all games. They were apparently just dropped down to the lower bracket. And still, they did not qualify to the top 8 yet in the third of 3 PYS tournaments. If they lose this one, it might be quite uncomfortable for them. Still, we have to keep in mind that also the points do matter. And they can make it into the top 8 simply by the cups, potentially already. I don't know. I don't know how safe they actually are. But I will definitely try to secure some wins and not get dropped out. I have not done the math myself. Maybe someone else on the chat here knows more than me. Okay, so Uni is also back, by the way. He was not there for the earlier games. And as mentioned, he is the caller for EXL. Kranwagen, Felice lineup once more. On the other side, we have Silo with a light tank, Krans, and 116 F3s. They are committing to the A side, only sending a single Kranwagen towards the center. Uni taking 143 of HE damage, quite a lot, only putting out 40 in return. Base A has already been capped. Looks like Silo is attempting to play the long game. They have a bait going on. That is Snego Week, who is sitting here right behind the A cap, a position you basically never see in random games. He's going to remain unspotted and wait for anyone to go for A. It would cost the enemies a lot of time to kill him, but it also requires anyone to even go for the A cap. EXL currently on their way to get base C, get some map control over the enemy spawn. But also there we can see another bait, similar to the one on A. Someone hiding behind the corner. Another is a bit more exposed, as he might get pushed onto from two different sides. But he is unspotted so far. Also, Astich is a potential weak spot. CeeLo is really playing with a lot of those baits right now. Astich in front alone and getting pushed onto by Rumpelstilzchen and Krim from behind. Nice move above that ridge line there. They are out of shots now. Astich down to one shot, but also another has moved up. And Rumpelstilzchen got punished badly. Rumpelstilzchen down to one shot. Maybe he can get killed. Drama Queen not getting shots in, but it is the light tank. Was a short gun advantage to CeeLo though, because EXL is already back. They got the kill of Astich as well. On the other side, CeeLo is pushing back onto base C. They have killed Adam. And they are trying to regain control over the C cap. But Brain isn't going to win this on his own. He's left alone, although he still has another with him. But another is a one-shot, has to be very, very careful. Ollivander deciding to move over to pick up a kill there. Nicely done. Maybe he can have another kill. Not a high roll, but this shot now gets the kill in on Bobby Fischer. EXL secured base B as well. But they are down to 3 tanks versus 4. Despite having more hit points right now still. Jungenskog somehow managed to shoot down Brain to a one-shot. Gets him. Also another got killed at the same time by Object 3. So suddenly we are in a 2 versus 3. Ollivander still got the B cap. Hit points really knocked on neck. But Uni might be dead. Yes, Uni gets killed. So Ollivander and Whirling Foliage will be fighting Object 3 and Jungenskog. Object 3 being full live with his Kranwagen still. This is huge. Jungenskog is the weak spot. And he's currently not getting shot. Ollivander trying to avoid Jungenskog by moving towards the B cap. So still cap control for CeeLo. This is tricky. Ollivander is very exposed here. With Jungenskog coming from behind. Jungenskog doing a great job with this crossfire. Hiding perfectly behind the wreck of his teammate. And Ollivander not showing enough initiative to go for a counter move, and that is EXL still winning the game. EXL rocking this one in the end still, although it looked like CeeLo had a very good chance of winning this as well. I really like what CeeLo did. In some parts of the game, they were really going strong, but suddenly EXL was back at it again. A lot of bait on the lineup, on the strategy of CeeLo. And I don't know if I did like it too much, because those baits required backup. And I don't think they had enough here. A lot of weak spots to pick from for EXL. So that is 2 3-0 for EXL. And we're switching over to Rockfield now. Lineup, still Felice, Kranwagens, no 116 here for EXL. And CeeLo stays loyal to the 116 F3s. Picking 2 of those and a light tank as well. $20 seconds to go. No, EXL is switching the Felice out for another light tank. Especially on this map, that can be quite helpful, as it can really spot a lot. A lot of open terrain, you can move up the hills very far and get a lot of information in and do a lot of rotations in the later stages. Bit of a problem of this meta. Also a reason why teams are going for it that way is you don't really get to predict where teams are going, really. Because there are already very few specific tanks that are well suited for certain positions only and exclusively. Bobby Fischer spotting, getting shot, rolling foliage, trying to get C-cap and getting shot by Krim. Oh, the light tank is in big trouble. Having tanks to his rear, having tanks to the front, trying to escape. And I think he might do it. Good job by the light to still get out of there. But Drama Queen is now in trouble. Yet his teammates are coming. Juni is in focus, going down first. CeeLo with a good counter push. Who is the next one to get focused now? It is Object 3. Brain reloading his kit right now. Object 3 going down. 2 guns out on EXL side. 2 on CeeLo's side. Hit points in favor of EXL. And there goes another one of the CeeLo guys. 116 and Brain and Kran surrounded by a lot of opponents. Not really having enough backup. Failing to get the kill shots. No, they are getting the kill as well. But losing 1 in return. What's the light tank doing? Whirling Foliage has to make sure he's not dying. Bobby Fischer a lot healthier, can move into the fight. Brain having 4 tanks around him. Whirling Foliage now deciding to simply YOLO, trying to support in some way, but that is not going to be survivable for him either. He's still ramming Krim. Brain goes down. Whirling Foliage. And now getting bullied by the Khans and getting picked up there as well. Oh man, this was actually looking good for CeeLo in the middle part of the game. But EXL was having the tanks ready to turn this around in their favors. So that was a clean sweep, 3-0 for EXL. Immediately getting to the next stage. CeeLo therefore is out. And that means we will get a rematch of EXL versus Tournament, the game that we've not seen on this stream today. But they have already played against another. And that result, I will just look up again. That was 1 point for EXL only and 3 wins for Tornado. The game will start in about 4 minutes. So what we can do is actually check the giveaway that we're having today. Guys, Battle Pass giveaway is about to end in about a minute or less. I don't know. Yeah, just 50 seconds right now. I cannot count down because there's a delay anyways. We have 39 entries so far. So pretty good chances for winning a Battle Pass there. But there will be more giveaways today. Those I can already prepare. We will still have some fan containers. And some more Battle Passes. So let's go for fan containers first. 3 winners. Semic, Cyanide, Nian Pasu 1. And the next giveaway just started. Congrats guys. If you're watching right now, please just send your in-game name, ID and the server to me in PMs. Yep. Alright. This one will be best of 7. So might take a bit longer. Because 4 wins are needed, not only 3. In order to win this one. And get the ticket to the top 8 immediately. We have Uni on the 116 F3. We have 3 Felicias playing for Felicia at the moment. And some Kranwagens. Very different lineup to what they've done earlier. I mean, not super different because the playstyle is more or less the same. Felicia Kranwagen, 116 F3. All of those tanks are auto reloaders. But there are slight differences in terms of armor, hit points, alpha damage, which make it worthwhile playing one or the other. Tornado, on the other hand, going for double concept 1B, Vickers and Kranwagens on top. Vickers isn't all that popular, although very strong tank in terms of DPM. Having the hash as the premium ammunition and also good HE penetration, like getting like 4k DPM also with a hash, it's really, really good on that. But it's struggling to penetrate tanks that have a lot of armor, as it does not really have any high pen premium ammunition at all. The Concept 1B, great hull down tank, especially good at farming, but not having a clip that is as big as that of the Kran, Felicia or 116 F3. On the Concept you only have 2 shots of 380 damage. You have no hull armor either. Meanwhile, the Kranwagen has 3 times 400. The 116 F3 also has 3 times 400, 420. And then there is the Felicia with 4 times 440 alpha damage. Bottom B again. Let's head up. EXL playing for the city. So is Tornado, at least with some tanks. They are sending 1 concept and 2 crans over to cover base A from these coal piles. Are they having shots? They're not having spots yet. That's the thing. And they are having a decapping shot. The Kran from the side, look at that. Uni getting deleted. Uni is down already. Amazing crossfire by Taunt. At the same time, Tornado was able to take base C. And EXL hereby is down 1 tank. Has to try to win without any caps. And without 1 tank that they desperately needed right now. Hit points are still very, very close. Mainly because of the setup and also because the Vickers got shot already quite a lot. Can he survive this though? That's the question. Dodging the bullet here. He does have backup, but not too much. If the Kran is going in, the Vickers will get killed very quickly. He's spotting actively, hoping for some backup. Ex-Libris is coming to shield, potentially. But the Vickers is struggling. He is absolutely getting focused. And not really able to hide or run away. Now comes Krim. Once the Vickers puts in 1. Puts in 2 low rolls on both of these shots. The Vickers has a last shot. Ex-Libris will take 1 more and kill the Khan. The main fight is going in on the other side though. Where Jungiskok is down to 1 shot. There you can see Adam getting focused. Adam down. Jungiskok also getting pushed onto by 3 tanks. 1 will get the kill, the others can move on. And EXL is only now arriving to the fight with those tanks from the side. They're still having some shots. But Taunt is looking strong here. 8,072 hit points versus 6,781. That's 1.3k hit points difference. And then 5 tanks versus 3. Bestien falling back. While Bobby Fischer is getting focused. Lots and lots of shots into him there. Bobby still trying to pressure a little bit. While Rumpelstilzchen decides to go for the 1v1. Can kill Bilko as he has more hit points. But it will take the entire clip. Meanwhile, Taunt kills the other ones. Taunt is doing well on this guy. Nice strategy. Not just throwing all tanks on one side, nope. Getting 1 cap on one side and still shooting out the other. Good job there. Let's check the damage. I expect Uni to have done absolutely nothing. Yes, 0 shots fired, 7 received. Killed in no time at all. Vickers was also not really able to farm that much. Still, he played a crucial role outside. That is a 1-0 for Tornado. And we are going to see the rematch on Port Bay again. Tanks are being swapped out. Tornado applying 1 concept less. They also play 116 F3. They play Vickers. And then we have EXL not ready yet. They are maybe not sure what to pick yet, but probably a lot of Kranwagens, maybe the double Felices and 116 F3 are going to stay on the lineup. Playmaker is playing now. Adam spectating. Adam was playing earlier. And we are starting. Tornado showed us some good stuff on game number 1. Let's see if they are able to keep up the pace. But let's also not forget they won 3-1 against EXL on the previous match. This is now the rematch on the grand finals. Grand finals of this qualifier though. Might still be possible for both of these teams to make it into the top 8. I don't really know what the points are right now. EXL definitely looked very good. So I think even if EXL loses, they will likely still make it. Oh, double RHM for EXL. Playing the C-cap aggressively, but immediately falling back. Playmaker getting shot by the Vickers, who's in an interesting position to crossfire. Ooh, dodging bullets there. EXL chasing the Vickers, which gives Tornado the chance to get base C. Or maybe EXL was also just trying to avoid the push on the C side, as they had the information there. The move through the middle though is getting punished and not being all that successful. Cap leads to Tornado. EXL on the back foot in terms of caps and hit points. Playmaker lost a lot, especially 2,300 hit points more for Tornado. Although some shots are connecting with Navigator 3000. But that is about an entire tank in terms of hit points difference. And still EXL will have to push in. They are relocating again, rotating all the way around the map with everyone. One Kranwagen is meant to stay though and keep up some spots together with Rumpelstilzchen. Navigator again taking a hit, 500 damage in 2 shots and more shots. He should really stop peeking. That's not good what he does there. He did do the same mistake earlier and now he continues. Oh! Rumpelstilzchen! Down half the hit points suddenly, and he gets focused out. Tornado with a nice counter push, taking out the light tank. Uni getting tracked, getting killed there. But also the Tornado guys are quite exposed. Ex-Libris down to 1 shot. Playmaker can still hold this position quite nicely. It's pretty hard to get him there. But still, that's a 2-gun advantage for Tornado. And they are still not at risk of losing base C. So EXL now with 2k or 1k hit points less, not that much actually, but 2 guns less on the field, they will have to re-push and somehow get the caps back. I think there's a chance of getting Ex-Libris. He's stuck. Nicely done there. Quicker than expected. Also NCB losing hit points, some HE. He's on 53 hit points, but can hide at the moment. It is not impossible for EXL to win this, so. But Tornado has caps. They just need to play a safe game. And EXL still needs to push in. But they aren't really having a massive disadvantage anymore. Hit point gap increase again, and there comes a push by Tornado. Going for Object 3 and Bobby Fischer. And there goes one. Bobby Fischer also on the light tank. Now going down as well. And that's Tornado basically having this in the bag already. Great pushes by Tornado. And not getting too aggressive in any case either. I love to see that. Totally did not expect this, as I've not seen Tornado before. Jungenskog also being tracked now. Blowing up, and that is 1k points to the Tornado guys. 2-0. Great job once more. So Tornado only 2 wins away from getting their direct entry into the top 8. Oh, poor Rumpelstilzchen. Tried to spot, but wasn't really having any way of using his view range there, so arguably a bit of a misplay on his behalf. The enemies could move up very closely without getting spotted. And I want to quickly check. Tornado. Look at this. This is the leaderboard without the results from today's stream or today's games. EXL is pretty safe to be in the top 8, most likely. We don't know for sure. But Tornado is not in the top 8 by points, while they are ranked 11th. So this would be huge for Tornado to win this. If Tornado wins this, they are definitely in the top 8. Otherwise, maybe could be that they have enough points. But that will be a lot closer for them. So they have a very serious chance of taking someone else out of the top 8, making it. And I think, judging by the first 2 games that we've seen here, looks like they deserve it. Also, especially since they won against EXL earlier already, I think they got it in them. I wonder where they placed last season, because I have not really seen that. I don't even remember which teams have been in the grand finals there. I think it was EXL. They didn't win though. Taunt capping base D real quick. While no one is taking the C cap over here. Oh, they are going forwards. Unexpected. They want to take control of the heavy side. Jungenskog getting shot into the side of his turret. EXL also caps base B. They are going for the triple cap strategy. The light tank escaped safely. Good to see that. I did not manage to look over there. He was in the corner, spotted the enemy move. Now the light tank, having the information about enemies being on the medium side, is escaping. In taunt will get the third cap still. NCB doing the absolutely right thing of moving out of the center of the map where he could easily get pushed onto. Even if EXL manages to get back base B now, which is basically out there for free, they would still struggle with the caps. Now the triple cap strat is complete. NCB still has to get out of there. Oh, yeah, he's deciding to hide behind this wall and is safe. EXL has to repush. And they have all the forces collected over here. 5 tanks are on this flank. Uni getting back into C, but this won't be enough. They still need to win. But this looks good for EXL. They have Rumpelstilzchen and Object 3 sitting in the back of the opponents as well, building up crossfire. So, Tornado is kind of stuck, having tanks all the way around them. And EXL is also doing better on the trades. Oh, look at this Khan. Sovale getting tracked, shot from behind. This might have just decided over the outcome of this game. Tornado in crossfire, losing 1 tank, being down 4k hit points. The caps don't really matter that much unless Tornado can really get some kills, but they don't seem to be in position. Over here, Tornado is fighting a 1 versus 2. But there is a kill still. Yet, this clan is going to go down as well. 830 points. NCB down to 1 shot will get killed most likely. 850 points. Uni getting shot there. Maybe Tornado can still somehow win. Oh, this is close. Oh, Uni going down. Tornado is having less hit points, but more tanks. 3 versus 2. What's happening here? A very healthy Kranwagen setting Krim on fire as well. That is evil. And we are approaching the 1k points on top of that. Krim having a full shot, a full clip. But 1k points. 1k points. And even though there are some kills, or there is a kill for Rumpelstilzchen still, this is eventually another win for Tornado, and it really did not look like it. Damn. So close. They somehow still managed to get the kills, and I don't know, it really did not look like they were able to. Great job again. Also, EXL showed off some nice stuff. So, Tornado got the top 5 last season. Olive is saying, okay. Or top 2? What now? I don't know. I will have to ready up very quick, but I might actually check Tornado tournament history. Professionals tournament spring games. They lost in the first stage and did not make it any further. So they were in the top 8. I don't know which exact place they took, but they didn't get too far. Now 3-0 against one of the very top teams of the EU server. This might be the last one if Tornado just wins this one more game. Tornado would be in the top 8. EXL probably as well. Tornado versus EXL Faust rematch. Match point for Tornado. Kranwagen plus Felicia lineup 1 RHM. They are again playing for the city side. Taking base C early. Survey losing some hit points as he's again moving straight into base B. Also Bobby Fischer got tagged. Very quick double cap. Ex-Libris still alone on the medium side. Now running away. He was shooting Jungle Skog already and is running away. So again, same strategy as last game. And Tornado is getting away with it so far. They have 2 caps to none. And again, they can drop into the 3rd base as well. Playmaker is there, but he cannot really decap. The Felicia is done capping. He is kind of stuck down there. But 3 caps to none. And 3 caps... or 3 caps to 1. 3 caps are huge. It's a big difference whether you have 2 caps to 1 or like 3. Yeah, those points will tick over very quickly. And it looks like Survey can move back safely. While EXL is gaining map control. Moving to the rear of the opponents. Also approaching the front. Crim getting decapped. And Crim, after capping that base, might also take a base C or D. Definitely not impossible to come back from this, since you cannot really hold the top and he caps that nicely. Oh, so they're moving forwards. There is a push by Tornado onto Playmaker, but the Felicia lost a lot of hit points crossing over. NCB going forwards, they want to kill Playmaker. They don't just want to sit it out on the caps. Oh, look at that damn crossfire, Playmaker. Down to 1 shot. Can... oh my gosh, camera. Cannot get killed. Apologies for this horrible camera work, but the camera is getting stuck in the buildings. Playmaker is out, NCB died, Survey died. Gun advantage to EXL. But they still have the 2 caps. Meteoroid and the Kranwagen, cannot pronounce that name, are holding here. As Bobby Fischer is dropping into the C cap together with Crim. Won't be possible to stop them from doing that. What about base C? This doesn't look good to Tornado, but they are dropping down. 1 to hold the cap. Ex-Libris just got killed. They want to secure the cap over here. They have 884 points already. Base B also getting capped now by Maximku. 920 points for Tornado. If they can keep their tanks alive, this would be huge. Negabator on an empty clip. Getting pushed onto beide Vickers now. Baden 999 points. They got a kill of Rumpelstilzchen. They got the kill of Rumpelstilzchen on the other side. And that's Tornado winning 4 games in a row against one of the absolute top teams of the server. Really well done, even if those last games were really close. Tornado really deserves that place in the top 8. They really, really do. So, we don't know about the updated scores yet, most likely. I think that's only going to happen later on and not automatically, immediately. But we could see EXL up there being on a top spot after Cups. Liquid, UNX, one and the lead in the end. One of those guys, one of those teams will definitely be dropped out because Tornado took one spot. Yet, I think lead, there are too many lead teams. I don't know if that's what we've seen today. I can check over here. It's not the same, right? No. Not the same. Then I have to check the other results as well. Group 2. Still playing. There is a match of Liquid versus 113-37 or lead outsiders. UNX didn't perform. So also UNX is losing points. Cannot say where this is going to go, what the final top 8 is going to be. But congrats on all these teams that already qualified, especially on Tornado today. Lovely performance. What I'm going to do now is to still play some random games, but first of all I will cut off the delay, so I'll just quickly interrupt the stream and reconnect it real quick. You won't even really notice. Also, I will still run another giveaway for some more battle passes here, so stay tuned for that. I will just be right back. All right. Here we are again. So, I hope I didn't lose you all. Now, no delay anymore, so I can answer every message on the chat immediately. I'll just pull out my tablet again and play some random stuff for the rest of the evening. So, if you're up to that, come join me here. Also, of course, we still have another giveaway for some more battle passes. Let's maybe start with that. Fan container giveaway is over as well. So, last giveaway for the evening. 3 winners. Let's just go for 60 mins battle pass. Good. Yeah, I don't know when the results will be in for the cups, when those will be attributed, but yeah, let's just see later on again. Good. Let's start. The Gooseboy was asking, do I ever play comp? I did play comp in the past. For about, I mean, for a long time I was actually active calling and creating strats, although I didn't have an experience. That was unfortunate. Somehow I always wanted to get into a better team and ended up having to lead it somehow because better players were gone. I was like a good random player already, just lacked comp experience. Bit of a problem, I was a PC player and PC comp didn't really exist, so we could train but not play the important tournaments. At some point I switched over to touch, and then I also played in some better teams. But that was only for about a year. It's when I was focusing on streaming already. Oh shit. Yeah, this is not working. I'm not having backup. What about killing the 50B? Okay. What the fuck? He should have just kept focusing me. Like the T100 does. Basically. No, it doesn't focus me. This guy kind of has to die. He's too aggressive. Nah. Come on. No. Great. A V or Sheridan? That's a question now. Deciding to go for this one. I don't know. I don't know if this is actually the right choice. Probably would be better to kill the Sheridan, but no. In the end, the Kampfpanzer is taking care of him. And the 183 can be so annoying. Ah, the light is gone. Okay. All right. Xiao Waiyan. You're welcome for the giveaway, although I'm not the one paying for the prizes. That's Wargaming. I'm just having some budget from them, so I hand out the names towards Wargaming. Let's see if there were any other questions also that I should maybe answer still. Not seeing anything right now, so if you are interested in anything, if you want to know about Blitz or whatsoever, now's your time to ask. Okay, that's not ideal. Yeah, no damage. But the track shot still helped. Nice.
Holy moly!
At Banjoman P7T super chatted €8.52. Great tournament stream.
Benjamin, thank you very much. Glad you enjoyed it. Did I pre-save with the Lismus 3000 album? No, not yet actually. I will have to check that out. Or when it's done, basically. When it's out, basically. Oh wait, there's a E4. I've also not listened to them lately. Okay. Not so sure whether I want to go in on the right side at all, or whether I just want to fight here. I mean, I know there is the E4. Oh, and the Hori. But I feel rather safe to pick. Because my teammates are also aggressing on the other side. Nice. Is the E4 escaping? Nope. Points are about to take over. I think I'll just push in. Nice. Beautiful clip. Oh, I even still get some shots into the Ori unless he gets me. Nice. Ah. Okay. Let me play something else, maybe. Oh no, I have to do another one. That shit is so much fun. Okay, also I just noticed... what? Yeah, on Tuesday I'm getting the Wi-Fi stick I was mentioning earlier. So then I will hopefully also have sound of my tablet. What the hell they're pushing? Okay. But I also have to make sure I don't play too aggressively. What about the IS-7? I could actually push on the left, or I go back all the way. I think I would prefer that. Let's try this. Track maybe? Nope. Still 3 shots. And my idea was that I could also crossfire, thinking that it's quite hard to push a Minotauro. Hello, I7. He doesn't realize I'm behind yet. Now he does. Nice. I might still have some more shots. Fuel tanks, it's over there. Let's repair the fuel tank so I don't get set on fire, because he's going to get his shot. I don't care if he shoots me. I just want to empty my clip. Hi, Range Chef. Good evening. Also, guys, in case you are not aware, the stream is restreamed to Twitch and YouTube simultaneously, so you can watch wherever you want to. Just that videos are only on YouTube. Okay. We have a rather light lineup. I have to ask myself whether I want to face them frontally. I think not. I think I want to go flank around them. I could also play spot the center, but then there's the risk that the enemies have 2 lights and they might play quite aggressively. And I would maybe have them do the same stuff in front of me, and then some tank destroyers from the rear aiming for me as well, so that would be very risky. Only 2 enemy heavies, so I dare to get quite aggressive over here. I don't want to waste too much time, knowing that the enemies are likely to go for the medium side. Also, we have some spots now. Okay, we lost 2 tanks. And killing 183 isn't really an option for me. I would like to get back, support the Yak. But if the IS-4 decides to go in, I want to support him. No. Okay, he doesn't go. So I will leave him there. I could maybe peek to the rear of the 140. Got to be very careful with Hori. Nope. I'm spotted. Oh no. Shit. So close. But I'm alive. I'm alive, and enemies did really suffer for this move. Still 183. Nice. Ah, good. Enemy Hori is a one-shot. If I wanted to, I could cap the base even. S4 wants to go in. Bit of a risk I'm taking for getting some damage. Just hoping that I can outspot the others. Oh! Okay. Oh, what's that? A new fellow by Falcon. Welcome. Okay. Do I even switch? Maybe 1-1. Or do you want to see any specific tank, maybe? Maybe I could go for a roll. Medium side? Yeah, let's go for it. Not the greatest fan of the match side here, but let's do it. Don't want the bush in front of me, otherwise enemies could outspot me quite easily. Problem is, when you are up here, you might get shot from the other side as well. Okay, nice. Seems like there isn't all that much here. And I have armor. Quite reliable armor. Not one now I'm completely exposed, but hey. One tank less. 400. It's a tortoise up there. He's dead. Yes, he is indeed camping. That is not really a position that I can circle. No. And I do end up remaining unspotted, as the special perk on this tank tells me. Don't tell me I have a shot there. No, there's another hill. Okay. You wanna come? Ugh. Nice. Ah, the speed boost. Lovely. Come. Nice. Good one. Had to tiptoe a bit around out there. Yes. I think you're still talking about that last one. Yeah. Like facing the mediums frontally in the batshit is just no idea that you can go for. Spotting the tank destroyers is much better. In the best case, someone shoots them as well. And then I really needed someone to overexpose. In the best case, not by going for me. Let's see if the enemies are sending over their heavies towards the medium side. Nah. No. That was not the best aim on this shot. What are my teammates actually doing here? I think the mediums are dying. And that's not good. Can we kill the left though? Or does it just end up in us dying immediately? Let's see. I'll go for drive-by, try to hide behind them. Ah. Hurry, please. Oh, he's going forwards, away from me. No. The Hori's still alive. Good. Shit. I wish I had speed boost again. Ah, okay. Hmm. Seemed alright the way that we killed the heavy side. Mediums even came over. But we really needed to focus fire better, get the Hori out, T57, and then in the best case also stay alive, not get farmed from everywhere. Let's see if I can get in some early spots over here. Just because this is a very heavy lineup. Oh! Pretty sure there will be someone else. Wait, he crossed even further. There they are. I don't really know how safe I am. Interesting that the 1-1B can just survive that position, but he's running. Okay. Nice. I am worried about the enemy 183 now. He's still there. Okay. That's fine. On to the last. 116 F3. AFK? Oh. Hey. Oh, ammo. Can I ammo him, please? Please. Yes! Nice. Ammo. No, camouflage only active 150 meters out of spawn. I would actually like that, but it doesn't really make sense in the game. Sometimes you have to play for the spawn after all. Okay, gun mark at 93%. Let's see. Maybe I can make it still. Let's do a sneaky first spot around the middle. I like doing so. And I could play for the medium side, just regular game, then I would go for this bush. In this case, I'm thinking maybe we can make better use of the heavy advantage. Oh, great. Nope. That's not working. So what about killing T100? Oh no. I will take another one. Yeah, that was painful. It doesn't cost me the game because I'm so stuck now. I don't know if anyone's going to aim for me from the left. Come on, team. Well, okay, I'm dead now. But what about my backup? Come on, I have a Foch behind. At least we are still winning. IS-7 got killed. Okay, they all focused him. Ah, yes, bad shit. Nah, it's a 1. CS. So, what's the situation? Although it doesn't really matter that much on this map, but a lot of heavies or not that many mediums. That's usually what I like to see, so the game isn't that chaotic. Gives me a bit more time to spot and do whatever, flank around. Although I can really not say that I would never flank in a medium or light or lineup, as you could see on the bedsheet game earlier. But got to be aware if it's fast lineup, then splitting up might be a big problem. I have not seen which gun he has. But I'm going to go for him. Maybe not. Nah. Okay, small gun. I cannot push the Clanwagen, that's for sure. Outtrading the Yo works to some degree, but he's hiding now. And my teammates are doing absolutely nothing, so I'll just fall back. Try to win the other side instead. Need to go for a wider flank. So maybe I can take out him. Nice. Oh, 263 also relocated all the way. Nice. No! But I have to move away from the DFE. Also, points are a big problem already. Oh, okay. So close. So fucking close. Ah! And Laurel. Nice. Yeah, that was a mistake. I think. Okay, we got the kill of the M6-year. But we cannot go for A and B, really. Yeah, he's going to win on points. Nothing I could do about it. Sad. No! I don't think I would have reached base A on time. Unless I went all the way through the middle and then the car could have clipped me. So I was afraid of that. In the end, it could have maybe even worked out. I'm getting downvoted probably by 183. Yes. Sure. I don't think I could have made it to A. Or maybe actually, yes. Maybe. At this point, I did not want to go for A yet because of the yaw. But this peak was unnecessary. Would have still been better if I approached A, maybe. But then I didn't see anyone being able to get into B. Damn it. Kran rewarded for camping. Yes. He didn't do anything at the start. Hey, a nice shot. Still a good game, actually. Oh, with K in front of me. Let's start passively over here. Okay. I don't know yet what the enemies are going to do. Are they going to be heavies or so also coming? Might of course be the case. So I'm not willing to take any risks and push in like the BZ does. In the best case, I would actually focus the FE42. I can still stay for a moment, I think. Because the next one that gets focused is not me. Okay, actually, I'm just getting shot. But they are going to go for my teammate over there. Meaning I can still shoot. No. And I could outrun all of those enemies if needed. Okay, that's a krill. I was just about to run. Ah. Yeah, Griller, please shoot someone. He doesn't want to, okay. Okay. And as well, good. Was late to support the Yo. And then hit far back, then let his team get killed and took his time to move over. You mean Khan, yes. Yeah. How far am I actually from the third mark over here? Still quite a bit. Could rather play the 1-1B and try to get it to the third. Let's just speed boost middle. I mean, it's not super ideal for my time, as I don't have gun depression, but I think I can still make it work. Alternatively, I would have gone for A most likely. What I often do is to peek on this side, so I have the bush as well, and okay. GG. And if I peek on this side, on this little hill there, I'm also not struggling with the gun depression as much. Like, I cannot peek up there against the IHM. He has more gun depression. But I can still see above this hill. That's HE. Good. I know there's still double 183 on the enemy side. And I was quite afraid on this push, but I thought, okay, if he runs away, then most likely he does not have backup. So let's just go in. Can I take the base? Yes. Good. So I think the last 183 is probably there. Yes, as always. Yeah, maybe it's not needed to go for IS-7 anymore. Yeah. Ah, nice shot.
At Enetnarak 4987 became a member.
Holy moly! Holy moly!
At Alan Rieka became a member.
Holy moly!
At Ace 10 Entertainments became a member.
Holy moly!
At
And another
Sumerian
one.
Style 5012 became a member.
A nice shot. Thank you very much for the gifted memberships. Good. 93.44% on the gun mark. Might be possible in 1 or 2 games. But you know how it is. Messing up is easy. You know what, let's just go for A. What are the enemy mets actually? Well, we could have also played for D. Doesn't really matter in this case because the enemies have pretty weak mediums. Oh, I'm spotted. Let's hide. Let's wait for his track to repair, maybe. And then track again. Nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, what was that? Jagdtiger or Badger, maybe? Oh, that's not good. The E4 is dead and... Oh. Now I get some kind of support, like... Teammates don't really know what to do. Ah, shit. And then these rolls as well, 500, 470. Earlier shot from Betcher was also 540. Okay, oh man. Okay, that was bad. That could have been avoided, maybe. Come on. Please one-shot him. Oh, no. Sure. Hmm. I was not happy with that one. I would have loved to get over to A, but I knew already fighting a hull-down Super Conqueror is not good. If he's full life, and he also spotted if I crossed over, I didn't really want to go for that risk. And the other side was dying as well. In this case, it was eventually better to go for the medium side, or would have been. Somehow we had 0 advantage on the right, despite the e5 dying at the start. That should have been enough. Now let me also play for the left corner. Simply because I have a good turret. I might do quite well there. Okay. I kind of knew already that my teammate was about to take all these shots. Excuse me? Oh, really? No one shooting them? I can tell you that I'm super lucky to make it out here alive. Like, no one crossfired me there. Okay. Okay, at the same time, the enemies were super lucky to have survived this weird push. Cannot penetrate them. Circling him in the city here is also going to be hard. I mean, there are houses that block my path. Oh, nice. Oh no. So basically doing the move that we've seen on the tournament earlier. Damn. No way of surviving there. Like, what the hell? The enemies just crossed to the corner completely unarmed again. Okay. Checking the lineup at the start. 3 mediums versus 3 will be quite important to win the medium side, therefore. Especially since we have a heavy less than the opponents, and fighting for the heavy side is unlikely to work out then. In the best case, we would get some backup by some heavy, but we don't. Let's check if the enemies are getting heavy support. I would spot them moving over, maybe. Okay, nice. Not so nice. Ah, yes, he can peek up there. Mm-hmm. Oh, 150 is still something. I wonder what those guys have been doing all the time. Because I would really need some more support. Speed boost for the win. Yeah, looks good. Is the pattern gone? Okay. Yeah, pattern ran away. But not entirely. He's going to regret to not have run any further. Oh no, he's coming at me. Oh no, please don't high roll me. Oh, okay. Good. Now I just need to survive. Nice track shot as well, might give me some extra assisted damage. Nope. Okay, a kill. Did not look good early on, but in the end it was a nice one. Still 3.5k. And a kill. I really did not think so. I thought, oh man, my teammates are just not doing shit, and I'm getting pressured from every side. Very heavy lineup right now. But the enemies only have a tier 9 medium. I think what I'm going to do is to spot the middle. I could still rotate around towards base A. But I want some information first. And maybe even fight for the heavy side then. Ah, nothing? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. What the hell is that push? -1. Okay, I'm getting blocked. BZ is deciding to play very aggressively. Down he is. I have to be super, super careful to not get crossfired from the left side. Oh no! Oh no! Just thinking, I could probably just get over. But, it would have been good if I was back in spawn again then. And I could have crossfired enemies, maybe going for B also. They would have really struggled to get me. But with Namarek, yeah, that's a different story. But it's not over. Effie is a one-shot, but in the end, hit points aren't looking that good. And also Effie just missed and got set on fire, of course. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Third gun mark is like, not today. Yeah, okay. Would take longer now, and I'm not intending to play that long. Not anymore. Let's just go for something fun still for last few games, maybe. Heavy lineup here. Very heavy. 4 heavies on either side. No mediums or light tanks. I think I'm going to spot. Not on the left, but in the middle. Can basically play medium tanks role here. No one went for base D, so I think... Oh, no. Okay, another 50B might be spotting for me. And I want some eyes on the left side, in case they are crossing over. Oh no! I think my blind shot connected on the IS-4. Yep. Come on. Nice. Are you staying? Oh, yes. Oh, that's beautiful. Also 50B just got killed on the right. Maybe you can take out this guy. Nice. Very important kill. Come on, come on. Stop, 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 stop. He might peek in the front. Oh, they're getting back. Oh, man. That's just perfect farming situation. And another one stays there. No. Oh, now the KPZ drops down where I can also shoot him. Nah. Okay, I need to reposition just a little bit. I was literally in the absolute perfect position. I would have liked moving around a bit, but I just absolutely didn't have to. A nice shot. No, absolutely not. Luckily that's not the case. There's a fixed percentage chance for an ammo rack, depending on the tank and depending on the gun that's shooting at it. Basically, yeah. Also, wait, how is it sounded? Basically, like a module has hit points, and a gun has a damage that is also subject to RNG that is only to the modules. So there's a module damage per gun, which is also different from the overall damage per shot. And Wargaming doesn't want to expose those numbers, so that's a bit unfortunate. But for some older tanks, the numbers are out there. If you go for what tactic, WOT-tactic.com or so, I don't know. Can we? Oh no. Hey. Please give me some room to fight here as well. That could be helpful, I swear. Not when I'm getting blocked. Just 1k so far. But that's good now. I can farm some very important enemies. This guy as well, great. Nice, that was close. Okay, still got 2.4. And I will still have some more shots. Maybe HE? No. I would have had to turn more for that. Okay, IHM will get the other one. No, okay. Rough start, but then it worked out. On a Growler, always use a gun elevation whenever you can. Might get you a lot further than gun depression. Let's go for figures. Hey, you should give Gorilla for 640 Alpha again. Yeah, would be nice. Or just a bit higher even would already be great. Although it does perform well, actually, at the moment. I cannot really complain that much. Still feels weird. I didn't play the Gorilla that much, but stats are looking really good. Ah, stop blocking. Around 70%, so it's fine. 3.6k. I was just about to shoot him, but actually, if the enemies are all on C, I should not do this. Yeah. Okay, they will come through our spawn. Yeah, goodbye, Vino. Good. Oh, no. Yeah. Try just a bit of damage. Oh, that was supposed to be AP. Misclicked. Wow. First it blocked me all the time, and now it's just dying like that. I don't even know where I am, so they're going for me. I'm so stuck. Okay. Go team. No. Enemy's gonna hold 3 caps. I don't go for the Yak. Okay, Sheridan has him. But the points are going to be a serious problem. That's Laka. Yeah, the Caro needs to die, otherwise there's no chance. Although... yeah, alright. But the Caro can easily kill the 116 now. Nah. Too many low rolls. Low rolls or low rolls? RNG or just low? I mean, in the end, yes, you do roll quite low now with the Grillum. Like these 400 something rolls. It is of course a bit annoying, but in the end, it's not a low roll, like RNG wise, not that much necessarily. Not more than before, and you can still have good DPM. So just annoying when you don't get to shoot continuously and only have the occasional hit, and then it's like 400 and you're still around for so long. Hello? No. Nope. I hope I don't get hit by any tank destroyer in the background. Oh, this does not look good. We're losing this flank. Nice. Or maybe we can do this. We can. Or I can. I mean, I'm alone right now. Yeah, I can still win against him. Did he just shoot? Oh, and he's using cheap speed boost. We in the open. Oh, okay. Okay. Not possible. No. Nice shot. The fire extinguishing is not impacted by mobility or the speed. Just on your reaction. Of course, also you always have like 1 or 2 ticks of the fire before you can extinguish it. The automatic fire extinguisher is a bit faster, but it's less versatile than a multi-rep kit, of course. Get downvoted. He had no trust. Okay. That's it from me. That's it. I want to have some rest as well before sleeping. Been exhausting to stream tournament, but also been a lot of fun. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, a nice shot especially, and wait, who else donated? Benjamin. Oh, also Man from Joe super chatted earlier. I just see that on the activity feed, but throughout the tournaments I have the notifications muted. So, Man from Joe, Benjamin, and a nice shot. Thank you very much for the donors. And by that, I want to say, everyone, have a good night. Good luck on the battlefield, and I will be back within a few days, I guess. Cheap speed boost is the only option with gas prices so high. Alright, have a good one. See you guys soon. Goodbye.